Hello and welcome to another episode of Christine's Coloring and Crafts. Today we're going to be using the Ohuhu sparkle markers and the Sargent Arts pencils that I got from my mom's estate. I figured it's February, it's the month of Valentine's Day, and I wanted to just color a cutesy little picture here. This one's from coloringbliss.com. And if you remember, like, I pay like $5 a month and you get access to like well over 600, maybe even 700 downloads. It's a lot of downloads, a lot of pictures, a little something for everybody. And so I downloaded the PDF of this and I've been coloring on it. It started last night because the pink of my Ohuhu, I don't remember if I said anything in a video. I think I did. It blew up. But if I didn't, it blew up. So I had ordered another set, and I get the other set, and this little stinker's working now. So, but that's okay. I got the pink back. That's all that matters. But I also kind of wanted to talk a little bit about this new item that I got. I gotta look up the website here. And I also gotta look up who recommended it. Anyway, this little item's really handy for you to have your pencils in. Keeps them from rolling off of the table, so to speak. I think it's Color My World. Hold on, let me look at the videos. Yes, it's from Color My World. Her or someone she knows discovered this cute little thing. It's from purplemattress.com. And it's just a little squishy. Here, let me put some stuff down so I can show you the pencil, or the pencils stick right in here. And it's really handy. Okay, these are my browns. And since mine's new, it's a little bit sticky. But it doesn't fall over. And it doesn't create a mess. And I figured for those of us with a cat in our lives, it'll help keep the pencils a little bit safer so they don't get knocked off as easily. But it's just like a little sample of the mattress from purplemattress.com. It's only a couple of bucks plus shipping. For my international friends, I highly recommend you go to Color My World's website, or not website, YouTube site, and sign up. They are trying to get like a mass order put together for the international folks who are interested. But yep, you just stick your little pencils in here. And since mine's kind of new, right now I'm just doing it in every other little spot till I wear it out a little bit. Boop. And if it doesn't wear out, that's okay. Every other spot is fine, as long as it holds the pencils I am using on a current coloring like I am today. And in fact, let's go ahead and put these up for a second. The only reason I have 3 different reds is because they're basically the same color. Sargent Arts is not what I call a really amazing set of pencils. They're nice. I'm not gonna put them down. But a lot of them have different color names on them, and they look exactly the same. But we're going to do the little bubbles here, or the little circles. And I'm going to use magenta. The nice thing about Sargent Arts is, even though it's in that gold shimmer, and I don't know what's with pencils in their gold shimmers, you may not have numbers, but they do have colors. And I'll have magenta, I'll have light violet, and I'll have rose. So, and like I said, these aren't horrible pencils. It's just like, I tried to choose the reds though before I started this, so I can have a light, a medium, and a dark tone, and they all have different names, and I'll show you here in a little bit. But they're pretty much the same color. So what I figured is, okay, well, we'll just go with a dark red kind of thing, and I'll just try to use the pencils evenly so I don't use one up unevenly. But, well, you know, when in Rome. And these I'm just kind of filling in a little bit. I don't know if the Sargent Arts are wax base or oil base. From the feel of them, I'm going to compare them to Crayolas. You could still get, and like Crayolas, you could still get a really nice color, but it's not going to be heavily pigmented, I don't think. I'm sure there's some tips or tricks from my more well-seasoned YouTubers that you could get, you know, a much better outlook on your colors. They do sharpen very nicely. Only had one break out of the set. You get 120 pencils, or the set that I had gotten from my mom's estate said 120 pencils, but in reality there's only like 51, 52, and then there's a bunch of duplicates, which is fine. I'm cool with duplicates too. Everybody has their, I should say every set has their pros and cons. And the pros of the Sargent Arts is they are perfect budget pencils for just coloring a picture, just coloring a page. You want to do something fun and whimsical and kind of quick. I mean, I should have finished this page last night, but I didn't. I was kind of like along the lines of thinking, well, you know, I'm using the Ohuhu markers too, so I kind of like want to use them on camera tonight, so I put the coloring up. So basically this is kind of a color in chat, but you guys will also get to see how the Sargent Arts perform and how the Ohuhu glitter markers perform, which I love these markers so much. They're really, really nice. And of course, since I just want to kind of do, I'm still in the fun and whimsical mood. It's just like, I mean, I love doing my portraits and I love trying to do realism. But right now I'm just in the mood to do fun and whimsical. And you can find so many cute pictures on coloringbliss.com. Like I said, just sign up. You could do the $5 a month deal and get access to all kinds of pictures to download. Some are grayscale, some are the line art like this, you know, stuff for holidays. There's even a birthday picture in there that I downloaded. Lots of cute little pictures of gnomes. Oh my gosh. And I believe Jennifer does a lot of her own work. I think they have like an artist or two that also does stuff for them to sell. But Jennifer does a lot of her own stuff. She's so creative. Like, I really love this picture. It's just adorable. Cute little heart balloon and a cute little basket with flowers. And it's just something fun and cute. I don't care. And then just rotate these colors. So I have two different pinks and like a, almost like a lavender-ish purple. And then of course I got sniffles tonight, apparently. I don't know where most of my viewers are, but I'm in Ohio. We're waiting on the Great White Death. Can you believe people are panicking over a bunch of snow in Ohio? Ohio. It's Ohio, people. It's Ohio. We get snow in the winter. Or as I like to say, we get snow in the winter. But anyway, I mean, it happens. It's a thing. It doesn't always happen, but it's a thing. It can happen. It does happen. And people are running. What is the magic about bread and milk? Like, you go to the store, there's no bread, there's no milk. So I don't get it. I just don't get it. So anyway, as you can see on these smaller areas, it's really easy to color with the Sargent Arts pencils. They don't feel very scratchy. It does feel like you have to work a little bit harder to put the color down because they've got more mixers or whatever you want to call it in their formula than they do pigment, which it's, I'm not going to complain. I really like these pencils, probably more than I should just because I got them from my mom's estate. All right, let's put my pinks and purples back. And the only reason I'm kind of like wiggling them into the little purple mattress.com thing is because I don't trust myself to put them in there right the first time and them not to fall over and out of the little thing. Okay. But anyway, we're going to do this right here. And I'll show you what I mean by these colors looking exactly alike. So this one is called Red Orange, okay? We're just going to go ahead and do a kind of light layer. And I guess it does have a, probably not noticeable on the camera, a slightly more orangish hue. And then here's regular red than the other two red versions. But as you build the layers, they start really looking alike. And they pretty much look alike now. And I don't think I've really had a lot of experience with them because I want them to last a long time. Despite being the super budget pencil and probably not the best budget pencil out there on the market, I want them to last a long time because they came from my mom's house. So to me, they're worth more than the Caran d'Ache Luminance. This last one's burnt red, or I should say is labeled burnt red. Sorry, I'm kind of getting nostalgic. I can just picture my mom using these pencils and coloring with them and enjoying herself and occupying her mind. But anyway, you can see these are pretty much all the same red. There's very little, if any, difference. Like maybe this one, the burnt red, might be a teensy bit lighter than the other two, even though it's on a dark barrel. But all I do is just rotate them then. Give each one their turn. I thought, what the hey, I don't really care. I just want it to look cute. I just want to have a fun time coloring something for Valentine's Day and maybe taping it to my wall for Valentine's Day. More for the beautiful glitter markers than anything. So, as you can see, these are pretty much all the same. And when I go for the next layer, I'm going to go in for what I call the kill. And just go really super hard and heavy. To just kind of like take all the white of the paper out. And even then, as you can see in here, I don't know if you guys can see, actually, but I could see still some more white spots in this red, even though I've kind of like dug into the paper and tried to get as much pigment down as possible. But if you use these like regular pencils, I would imagine it would take a long time to build up a lot of layers. And when I'm doing fun stuff, I'm just not interested in building up layers. I'm not interested in it looking real or anything like that. I just want cute. Just want the cute. So, but anyway, as you can see, they pretty much all look alike. So, then we'll just go back over here. And I'm going to kind of use a harder pressure. What's neat is if you use like a medium to kind of hard pressure, you can still get another layer of these little bad boys on. Which I didn't think was a bad thing at all. So if you miss a spot, you can come back and get that spot. And blend it into the rest of the piece of the coloring you're doing. And they look really, I think they look really nice with a little bit of, just a teeny bitty bit of extra work. They look really cute. They color just fine. Actually, just due to the hardness of the wood, the pencils last a lot longer when you're sharpening them than some of the other more expensive brands do. Like my Doll 133 eats those Caran d'Ache luminants. Eats them like crazy. You should see them. They look more than half used. The only bad part about using medium to heavy pressure is my carpal tunnel. So I have to take more frequent breaks. But after we do this, this part, we are going to go ahead and get out the markers that I have set over here on the side. And for those of you who are in the storm's path tonight, I hope you are warm and safe with your electricity and your heat. Because I think that's going to be the most important thing. I think the storm is going to knock out a lot of people's electric, which is tied to their heat. And I think it's going to knock out internet access, which internet access I'm not real upset about. I mean, I'll be upset tomorrow if it's out and I can't go to work. Yeah, who am I kidding? Anyway, we'll see what the storm we wake up to. My only concern is the heat and the lights, the heat and the electric, because I have critters. I think Bubbles will be okay-ish for a little bit, but I don't think the birds will be. They need that light, they need that heat. And it's a common misconception that because they're parrots, that they have to live in a tropical type environment. They don't. It just has to be warmish. I'd imagine like Sasami, since she's a canary, she would do just fine if it's 30, 40 degrees in here. However, I don't think the parrots will. I think they would be okay down to maybe 50 degrees for a short period of time. But after that, we got to get them somewhere safe and warm. And I do have a plan for them just in case everything goes out. I think I'm going to fill this in a little bit more. I didn't go as hard as I thought I did. You see, it's taking another layer just like that. That's one thing I like about these Sargent Arts. With just a little bit extra work, if you don't mind doing extra work, you know, you spend $8, $10 on a set of 20 pencils. Well, Mom's thing said like $10. I don't know when she got them, so I'm not sure if they even sell the 120 set with all the duplicates or not anymore. I don't know. I know they sell pencils still because I have come across them on Amazon before, but I'm not real sure about whether or not they sell that particular set that my mom had. Here we go. We'll put these back and then we're going to get the markers out, guys. I love these markers. Alright, I'm going to go put these pencils on the back table here. Okay, so the first one we're going to get out is the pink. Give it a good shake. Move this. Well, no. I don't want to get glitter all over my hand. And then we'll put on the glitter. Just cute little pink stripes. Now the nib on this is still pretty sensitive. If I try to push it down, it will get stuck. So I'm trying really, really hard not to have to push it down so I can make the most of this particular pink marker. I haven't opened up the other set yet because the only marker I've had trouble with is this pink one. So I'm not going to get the other set out just yet. Oh, there we go. I thought it was going to get ready and not lay down any paint. Might have to give it another little shake. Maybe just a slight push of the nib. There we go. Whew. I get worried when I gotta push that nib down. And then we'll go ahead and do these guys. And like I plan to do this exactly like I've done these three. And then I'm going to color the rope with the Sargent Arts pencils. And then I'm going to do the heart, these hearts and stuff in marker. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a background yet or not. I don't think so, because I think this has got just enough sparkle and cutesiness to just be a winner all of its own. Here we go. There we go. That looks cute, I think. I don't know if you guys can see the sparkle. I can see it so well. I'll just kind of back and forth it here. If you can see the sparkle, great. If not, sorry. And then because of my snotty nose, I've also got a very dry throat. Don't ask me how or why. All right, where is the red? There it is. I didn't bring that over here yet. So we're gonna do the little hearts. Alrighty. I just love the sparkles. And I thought about doing them the same way I'm doing the balloon up here, but I just want tons of sparkle in here. This guy's gonna need a couple pushes. I have not used the red that much. There we go. Couple little pushes, good little shake. You're ready to go with your glitter marker. I gotta say, these are awesome glitter markers. I mean, they just look so pretty. It's got a good amount of colors. I mean, like any normal colorist / artist type. More colors? Yeah, I would love more colors. But I'm very happy with the color arrangement that we got. You get 12 cute little markers. A couple of blues, couple greens, couple purples. Well, one of the purples is kind of like a blue purple. As you can see, because that's one of the purples, and this is the other one down here at the bottom, and then right here and here. You can see that it's kind of a bluish color. But yet I have two other blues. Yeah, two other blue colors. Like a light blue and a dark blue. And then this red is kind of like what I would call an orangish red. And then you have the yellow, and you have an orange, and you have like a silver gray. And then, of course, the pink. And then you have like, it kind of looks black, but it also at the same time kind of looks like a gray color. Either way, it's cute. It's got sparkles. I don't care. Okay. Let's come back behind with the pink marker. And then when you put the pink marker up next to the red, you can really see the orange come out. Or I can really see the orange come out in the red glitter marker. But it's still so cute. This is just going to be an adorable little Valentine picture. And then, of course, keep in mind, I'm still pretty much a beginner. So, it's a lot less stress just to do a cute and whimsical little picture. Take a break from trying to improve the coloring and be better and all that stuff. And sometimes you just don't want to be better. You just want color. Sometimes you just want to color. You just want to make a really cute picture and be done. And also, too, for some of the pictures that Jennifer has on coloringbliss.com, she has like little cute color alongs too. Shows you how to make your picture look realistic. Make certain aspects of the picture really pop off the page and just look really cute. I mean, adorably cute. I love watching her videos. In fact, after I get done making mine, I am going to go check out a new video she has tonight. And then later on, what I'll do is when I edit the video, I'll put in a link to her YouTube, a link to, I think again, it's Color My World YouTube, so you can see how she basically started this purplemattress.com craziness. It's not crazy. It's actually just like a brilliant idea. I'll put a link into for her YouTube, and you guys can go there. Her purplemattress.com video is pretty recently done. She calls it a hack, and I think she's right, because it's nice to have something other than my purple paper cups to use, because the purple paper cups take up a lot of space on this teeny tiny desk, and they're easy to knock over, whereas the little purplemattress.com sample is just not easy to knock over. It's a good idea, and she just keeps it. I'm just following exactly what she does. It comes in this little box. It's got a sleeve over it. You take the sleeve, discard it, and there you go. You got your pencils. All right. Let's do some more of the basket. Put my pencils over here. I think I'm just going to rotate the two blues. Plus, I was kind of curious to see if they looked alike, like the reds do. I was really, really curious. I don't want to get covered. Yeah, I don't care if I get covered in glitter. Just to heck with it. I'm coloring, so might as well get covered in glitter. And no, these do not look alike. So your blues and the Sargent Arts pencils should complement each other nicely. You can do some shading with them. So that's good to know. Like I said, I haven't used these pencils very much at all. I use them like on two little other whimsical colorings in Deborah Mueller's Chubby Fairies book. And then no, one other. And then there was another little book that's just like a bunch of random things in mandalas. And I use them in that. And this is like my third time using them. There we go. And then, of course, I'm trying to think of ideas of videos for the future. I mean, I know a lot of the art community people aren't necessarily going to be parrot owners, so toy videos will be of no interest to you guys. Just interest for the parrot owners in our lives. And then I was thinking of maybe doing a painting video, because I know that there's a lot of people out there, they don't give themselves enough credit. They don't think they're going to be very good at anything. And I want them to see that we're all that way. We all start somewhere where we're not good at something. Like, and I'm terrible at painting. Trust me, I'm bad. But you know what? I don't care. It's still fun. I'm still learning, and I will get better over time. Like lately, though, just to make sure I still keep painting, I have been making cute and funny little signs. One of them was, since I put a physical lock on the garage door. And I know myself very well. I made a sign that says remove the lock before you put the door up. Otherwise you shall have issues. Then of course we occasionally have visitors of the male kind. And occasionally they like to leave the toilet seat up. My boyfriend. Anyway, I made a sign that, and it's a painting of like kind of a whitish gray toilet with the lid up, and it says, please put the toilet seat down. Thank you. My biggest fear, and it's already happened, so it's a justifiable fear, is getting up in the middle of the night, going into the dark bathroom, and the seat's up, and I just sit in the toilet itself. And many, many moons ago, when I was in my 20s, that actually happened once. I was so angry at the time, but it's kind of funny now. But it's cold too, and I don't want to do it. So, yeah, these layer kind of nice too, by the way. While I'm coloring with these, and this is a coloring video, and I'm going on and on about funny things and weird things that happen. And the weather. But these layer kind of nicely. Like, it's taken another layer here, and I'm not pressing that hard. Since they're smaller areas, I don't have to worry as much about my carpal tunnel. And I'm really not getting covered in too much glitter from the glitter markers. Let's see some. Okay, there's a little bit of glitter, but not much. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's just a little few bits like right here. So there we have it. Don't have to worry about being covered in glitter, especially once it's dry. Wow, these really layer nicely. That's a surprise to me. I'm pleasantly surprised that they layer really nicely. I think the next time I use them, which will probably be a while because like I said, I don't like to use them because I want them to last for a long, long time. But I think next time we'll try blending. I got to get better at blending too, in which there was some blending tips I learned on another YouTube channel, and I can't remember which one it is. I watched so many. I've got like 100 and some. I know who I watch the most, and that's about it. But hey, let's try it this way. Let's try if we can, try to see if we can get a good blend going on in here on the rope. And then this color is called Maize. For you Lucifer fans, it's called Mazikeen. All right, and then this one will be Red Brown. Let's see here if we can get a good blend going. Just a little bit of Red Brown in the Maize. Let's see here. I don't think it pulls down. So far it's not pulling like I've seen other colors do. But they're mixing nicely. They're playing together. So I guess that's... Okay, it's not an I guess. It is a good thing. I'm trying to decide what I should do for the background of the balloon itself, where the little bubbles are. Okay, then back with the red brown. I mean, this is looking really, really cute. And this video might go long. It probably has already gone long. But I'm going to try to finish this bad boy on camera. I don't think I've ever finished a picture on camera. And naturally, guys, my feelings won't be hurt if you don't watch the whole video. I just want you to have fun, to see someone else that just has fun sometimes, and isn't trying to like do perfection. I never try to do perfection anyway, because that's impossible. Because even though the word perfect is in our vocabulary, here on this plane of existence, there is nothing on this planet that is perfect. And no one on this planet that's perfect. I mean, we got our harmonies, we got our things that work together, our things that don't work together, yada, yada, yada. But that's a whole other conversation for a whole other time. But there is just no achieving complete perfection. So what I like to do is progress. And then when I need a break from progress and improving things, I do cutesy little things like this, which are fun. And I hope you guys do too. I mean, don't take it super, super seriously. We all know in the art industry, and I'm going to use the yellow Ohuhu glitter, there is not a lot of room for every artist. I mean, there's going to be something that everybody likes from particular artists and colorists and stuff like that. But we're not all going to get famous on our artwork. If that's something that you want to do, there is a YouTube channel, the Sargent Arts. She gives a lot of really helpful tips. And then, of course, you know, all these other YouTubers like Jennifer Stay at Coloring Bliss and Pamela with Pamela's Passion for Pencils. They got great tips too. I mean, Pamela, she can blend like nobody's business. She's got blending down to a T. Oh, and the Frugal Crafter. I really love the Frugal Crafter. She has so many cool, neat ideas. And she does some really nice work. Everybody I watch does some really nice work. Jazza, I can't believe just how amazing he is making art out of nothing. He's cool. Cool AF, guys. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I can always tell when it's going to get really super cold and when it's going to snow or be icy or whatever, because my nose knows no bounds. It's like I'm allergic to snow. So, all right. Let's get this bad boy finished. I'm trying to decide what I want to do with that background. Get these reds all sharpened up because we got one more little piece of the heart to do. Excuse me. Here we go. Nice sharp pencils to start out with. And I'm not going to do any light layering or anything like that on this part. Just some, I guess, light to medium pressure, I would call it. Right, next. There we go. And another thing is, if you don't want any glitter all over you and you don't want to move the pigment around, some of these pencils, the pigment will move around. It will wipe off onto your hand and you will drag it across the page. I don't know about the Sargent Arts because I always use a napkin to kind of keep my hand oils out of the cookie jar, so to speak, or out of the pigment. There we go. Oh, guys, I'm having a tough time deciding what I want to put in here as a background. I don't want it to be purple or pink because the bubbles are already purple and pink. I don't want it to be red because this is already red. Outside here, I'm leaning towards one of the greens. And I think the light green might be the best choice. Or maybe even one of the blues. Not sure yet, guys. Not sure. Or maybe even use the pencils on it since I've got so much glitter on here already. Oh, decisions, guys. Like maybe the light blue pencil. I think I'm going to go with that, a light blue pencil. Okay, now here, this is a little bit scratchy. Can you hear it? I don't know if you guys could hear it or not, but that particular spot was scratchy. And that's the spot on the pencil, not the paper. Because now that I've gotten the point worn down, it's not scratchy anymore. Now it's just that smooth coloring. Although there might be something to do with that part of the paper, not sure. This is the Nina Vellum Bristol 67-pound paper. And I think there might actually be something on it. Hold on a sec. On the sheet underneath, let me see. Yep, just a little cut right here. That's kind of... Here, let me scoot this over. Taking the wind out of my sails. There we go. Okay. See, even on video, you can learn something. Some of the damage is already done because I can still see the little lines, but that's okay. It's still going to be so cute. It's going to be all Valentine's-y for my wall. I'll put it up, have it hanging while I'm taking phone calls here. Turned around. Talking to customers. Tell them to have an amazing day. I even tell the angry ones to have an amazing day. Because even though you're angry and you're yelling at me, I don't want you yelling at anybody else. So I tell you to still have an amazing day. Because I want you to go... Oh, and I don't know how to put this, but go away happy. You know, and not take your anger out on anybody else. It's just life, guys. We're all in this boat together. And I got this one particular shirt that says, "Be the change you want to see." Excuse me. So that is exactly what I'm doing. I try to be the change that I want to see. And sometimes it does. It gets to me. I get a little grumpy. And I want to yell back. And I want to call them names. And I want to say to, you know, HE double hockey sticks with you guys. But I don't, because I don't want to be that way. So I will keep my rude thoughts to myself until I'm off the call in times like those, and then just say what I need to say to myself and the cat if she's in here, and then go on to the next. And I definitely don't treat call center workers poorly. Not at all. I want them to have an amazing day. I want them, when they have to take me as a customer, I want them to be the ones that go away a little bit happier. So they'll be a little bit happier for the next callers. Even if those next callers are rude. Speaking of rude, my youngest son does Instacart. And, you know, this big great white death storm's coming. And instead of, I mean, we've known about the storm coming for like over a week now. And I've had groceries stacked up. Just what I needed. You know, 2 weeks worth of food, just what I needed, just in case. And cheap stuff like spaghetti and ramen, a half gallon of milk, a thing of hamburger buns instead of bread because I like to make sandwiches out of chicken patties, and we have little frozen hamburgers. So I got hamburger buns instead of bread, so that would leave one more loaf for someone who needed it. You know, and I got a few snacks. Like a couple honey buns. And I got soup, and I got crackers. And I got a little bit of hamburger. Just some basic stuff to get us through. We didn't need, you know, you don't need to eat like a fat king, I guess, or queen, or whatever, when you're stuck at home. In fact, the best things to do is to make some soup and some grilled cheese sandwiches. And I will use the rest of my bread loaf for grilled cheese sandwiches instead of the hamburger buns, but okay, where's my pink? There it is. I just figure basic stuff, some cereal. So I got some Frosted Flakes and some oatmeal. Oh, and some raisins for a snack too. And then I got a couple frozen mystery meats because I forgot to label them. So when I go to thaw them out, Lord only knows what they'll be, but I'll have something to make with them. Because we also got the instant potatoes and actual potatoes and some corn and green beans. So we're good. As long as we have electricity. I mean, even if we didn't, I think I could still get by making stuff on the grill. Just drag that thing out of its hiding spot. There we go. Almost done. And I think I am going to go with the light blue. And I might try to do some shading with the darker blue. Okay. So here we go. And I'm going to try to experiment soon because even though there's a lot of techie stuff I do know, there's a lot of techie stuff I don't know. I'm probably about half. I know just enough to get me in trouble. So I was thinking about making a weird video where I'm just coloring and learning how to speed it up. I want to learn how to put my coloring to music and do voiceovers and stuff. I think that would be fun. I love learning new things. I don't know about you guys, but I love learning new stuff. And I think this was the right color to choose. Let me know what you guys think. Was this the right background idea? To me, I think it was. You don't get as much full coverage with the Sargent Arts, I've noticed, as you do with some of the more expensive brands and the more expensive budget brands too. Overall, you got to work a little bit harder with these pencils. But I think they would be perfect, like I said earlier, for that fun and whimsical coloring you just want to do, or maybe even some like color by numbers. Of which I've got a few of those books. I should get one out and use it. Those books came from my mom's estate too. But there we go. I'm not going to keep you guys much longer. I'll just do this portion and then I'll go ahead and finish that. Because I think I've really kept everybody long enough. It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning Eastern time. And I'm getting itchy. I want to go and look and see if it started snowing yet. Call me crazy because you'd be right. And then really I got to get some of my pieces out that I've finished so far in 2021. So you can see some of them are really beautiful and really pretty. And some of them are like, yep, sure you didn't slow down on that one. And some of them are cute and adorable. But that's one of the nice things about PDFs too. As long as you have yourself a pad of paper and a printer, you can always print that image out as many times as you like it. Once you purchase it, purchase ones on the Etsy store, you're good to go. They're yours to keep and print out as much as you like. Just remember, please don't sell them to other people or give them away. Let that artist make their money. Because you know Etsy doesn't take their fair share. Taxman takes his fair share. Their unfair shares, I should say. But make sure, like if you go to Mariola Boudec's or Christine Karen's Etsy and buy their PDFs, don't give it to other people. Don't share it with other people. Don't sell it. I mean, of course, if it's like your son or your daughter or whatever, you're another household member, and they want to color it with you, that's one thing. But you know what I mean. Anyway, let us use a little bit of this before we wrap this video up, and see if it makes any difference, if it makes some good shading. I'm just going to kind of do it over here, up above. Kind of like do a little bit of a surrounding on the edges. And so far, I see the difference. I don't know if you guys can see it on camera, but I can see it. It's looking nice. And then I'll come back around with a lighter color and try to blend it. But I like it. So far, so good. And I know a lot of you guys too would be like, well, duh, we know not to share. But you would not believe the number of people that just would not think of that. They'd be like, oh yeah, we're going to share it, or we're going to make our own profits off of somebody else's stuff. I've seen that too many times. So that means also be careful with your own work. There's just too much of that going on. But hey, you guys and I, we're all good peoples. And we're going to be the change we want to see in the world. Yeah, I think this was a good background. I really do. I think this was just perfect. My carpal tunnel's screaming at me, but I rarely listen to it. I mean, sometimes I've just got to put the pencils down and stop what I'm doing, because it's just, my hand will be so numb or in so much pain, and I'll just have to take a little break. That's another nice thing about using markers and gel pens and paints. I mean, the paints does kind of aggravate my carpal tunnel a little bit, but not as much as pencils. But man, I'll tell you, pencils are still my favorite medium. They better be with the number of pencils I got. Speaking of which, there we go. Somebody, unfortunately, introduced me to the wonderful world of collecting vintage pencils. And I've gotten, you know, you guys have probably seen me use that one vintage set that I got. But I got another little cutesy vintage set. You know, they're all used. It probably won't be on time because of our winter storm coming, which is fine. I don't care if it's late. I'm not in a hurry. I've got plenty of pencils. But hopefully, once I get them, I can get on camera And then they're Prismacolors, so everybody's seen Prismacolors. And we can play with the new vintage pencils together. But anyway, that's pretty much how I'll do the rest of the balloon. Excuse me. And see, it's just so cute, I think. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If there was any specific color you would like to see, would have liked to see more on this Valentine's Day themed picture. Like I said, got the PDF. I can always print it out again and do it in some recommended colors. I would really like to kind of do a video like that where you guys kind of recommend how to color a picture. You know, what colors to use and where and stuff like that. Yeah, give me some good ideas on other stuff too. What you want to see. Do you want to see some watercolor and acrylic videos? I've got canvas and paper, both for those. I probably will use the paper before I use the canvas because I am not good at them at all. So I'd like to use the paper for the practicing. We can also too test both the Spring Hill and the Nina papers to see how they handle paints. I haven't done that yet, so we can always look into that. Anyway, hey, thanks for stopping by, and thanks so much for watching my video today. And hopefully you had some fun like I did. Like I said, this is really cute and really fun to play with. And of course, always send me ideas. Otherwise I'll just keep coming up with things to do too on my own. And hopefully you like seeing them. Anyway, questions, comments, suggestions below, of course. Please like my video and please subscribe to my channel. It'll really help me out a lot. And, you know, hopefully we all learn together, grow together, and have a colorific day. And for those of us in the path of the storm, be safe. Thanks. Bye.